There is a very special individual in this community whom we all love and respect. Not only is she an excellent leader, she's also a mother to us students. If you met her in the hallway, she would always extend her arms and give you enormous hugs. If you needed a letter of recommendation for college, she will write a letter in small fonts and stretch out the margins just so that she can write about how much she wants you to succeed. If you accidentally step on her foot and apologize, she would apologize to you and then apologize again for making you apologize again. Or maybe she's Canadian. It is my honor to present you Meredy Benson Rice.
Canadian thing. Alanis Morissette, right? The theme of Toronto. Theme going on here. We're taking over California. Well, Juna, so amazing to see you up here and to hear you again. It just seems like yesterday that you were graduating. It's just touched me so deeply. And thank you, Tohan. What an amazing job you're doing emceeing. You're absolutely And thank you all for attending the tea today. You showed up, and that's no small thing. I'm sure that you all experienced at least once in your life a teacher turning to you and saying, "Please pay attention." Usually what that meant, at least in my experience, was please obey me. And like me, you probably responded to the request as an order. But if you went to a school like this, like Oak Grove, you might have responded differently. You might have responded by saying, "Why?" And your teacher would probably go, "Kids are always asking questions." Because we want the kids to ask questions. You'd wonder, what does it really mean to pay attention? Most of us recognize that to pay attention is to outwardly focus your mind, like a laser beam, on something, some subject, someone. But there's another side to attention that is often ignored, and that is that simultaneously it means to be in a state of receptivity, to be outwardly focused and inwardly soft, open, and vulnerable. Attention also means to care, as to attend to another. Krishnamurti often spoke of attention. He maintained that when you give your whole attention to something, then the mind listens completely, the mind being your heart, your nerves, your ears. So for Krishnamurti, attention also involved deep, deep listening. Not surprisingly, the art of attention permeates each of our days spent at Oak Grove School, as you've heard a little from Rhonda and from Juna. In our classrooms, students are encouraged to be outwardly focused and inwardly receptive, to listen, and to reflect the core qualities of consideration, kindness, compassion, and caring. On the playing field, students are asked to attend to one another, i.e. to be as concerned with another's happiness as you are with your own. When we invite students to be silent, we are inviting them to turn their attention inward so that they might become more aware and sensitive to the workings of their own hearts and their own minds, as Juna so eloquently expressed when she spoke. Krishnamurti asked us, when he started this school, to inquire into the possibility of bringing about a different order of human relationship, a different kind of society. Can you imagine a world where everyone paid attention, both outwardly to each other, to the environment, and to the world, and inwardly toward the understanding of ourselves in the way we've been describing today, with focus, open-mindedness, compassion, and deep listening? Can you imagine hundreds, perhaps thousands of children and adults having explored this possibility together, going out into the world and attending to everything they encounter with this level of sensitivity? I can. It's what brings me to school each and every day. It seems to me that the intent of this school to explore these possibilities is more imperative now than ever. Looking around at the state of the world, few could argue that a profound change in consciousness of mankind is needed, and even some small change might be helpful. I believe this work of the school is important work, and that it's critical to our having a sustainable future together. It's made possible by people like you, our supporters. So I'd like to bring our attention now, here this morning. Remember, laser sharp focus on the subject at hand, combined with a sympathetic open sense of care. And the subject at hand is Oak Grove School and its current needs and those that will impact our future. So our current need is that we need to reach our annual fundraising goal. Last year, it was my great pleasure to outline how the school over the last few years has moved from strength to strength because our donors have so generously stepped up to our financial challenges. Last summer, we upgraded Besson House, put in new signage, remodeled classrooms, landscaped and beautified many areas of the campus, replaced the pavilion deck, and more. And look, we even have a fancy screen. You can press a button and it just goes, I've never had that before. This summer, we will complete the DG pathways to make the campus more accessible to all, refresh the area outside our kitchen servery, build a permanent home for elementary aftercare, and begin restoration of the high school grounds. We are confident in our ability to build on this base of strength by meeting this year's goal of $220,000. Today, we hope, however, to reach even further, to not only meet our goal, but to exceed it. And now I'm going to tell you why. Because we love our teachers. Many of them are seated amongst you today, and any additional funds we raise today will go directly to support professional development opportunities for teachers this summer. As any of you involved in education know, professional development is often one of the first line items that is cut in hard times. Oak Grove has never made cuts in this area. Rather, we seek to increase our funds for professional development because that is a direct gift to our teachers. Our teachers. This year, we committed to a year-long teacher development program to deepen our practice of project-based learning. And if you go to our website, you can check out our blog on which you will see the rich results of this effort. You'll see students enthusiastically demonstrating physics concepts by dropping eggs that are all in these great containers they've built off of rooftops. You'll see students debating in historical character and costume the pros and cons of getting into the American Revolutionary War. You'll see students teaching you about early California history because they put together a big Rancho Days festival. It's just really rich and wonderful, and it's been a pleasure to be able to support that development in our teachers. But when we can say to teachers in this tangible way, when I can say to Jim Bailey, who you'll meet in a moment, yes, you can go to the Summer Science Institute in the Exploratorium in San Francisco. And we're able to say yes to Russ Bowen, our fabulous Spanish teacher in the high school, because he wants to attend the National Council for Foreign Language Teachers Symposium. And we're able to communicate directly that we appreciate those teachers, we value those teachers' daily dedication to the craft of teaching. It sends a message to our teachers that we care. And then there are the school's needs for the future. We now have over $60,000 pledged in multi-year funded scholarships for high school students so we can guarantee their scholarships through to graduation. The Extraordinary Life Circle of Friends has grown, allowing us to depend on multiple year pledges. Now, you have to get an idea of what that means when you have multi-year commitment from people. When I sit down to do a budget for next year, we're not even in next year, but I know that there's money coming. And that just makes such a difference in the life of our school. It means, for example, we can allocate funds for financial aid that benefit the children of our teachers who attend here. This year we gave over $235,000 to support STALC children. That is a real tangible gift to our teachers. And it's a real gift to our school because those students contribute back to our community in a way that is beyond belief. And if you want to think about today and some of the kids that showed you to your seats or spoke up here like Juna or served you at your tables, that's those same kids that you're supporting. So our future includes many things. It includes taking care of our beautiful campus, the classrooms and buildings, these beautiful wooden buildings that are really unbelievably high maintenance, gorgeous, but boy, you gotta oil them and do all this stuff, and the pathways and the trees, and our ongoing vision, which is to become a completely green campus one day. We've made a small start. We have a residential program that's now fully solar powered, but we'd like to move and do more across our campus this way. And as always, it involves a dream of the future that we would build an endowment to the point where our needs would be guaranteed in perpetuity, which would just be what I dream every night. So I hope that you will help us attend to the needs of the school now and in the future by making a financial commitment today. That commitment is the fuel that keeps us going here in this work. I know I speak for the students and for the staff of Oak Grove School, and perhaps I speak for all of you, that we are here because we have some sense that the intent and mission of this school might truly make a difference in the world. And that world, I believe, in the deepest sense that we've discussed today, needs our full and steadfast and loving attention. Thank you.